what's going on, everybody? We got to talk about what's going on with Baby Doge and the prices. I know you've seen what's been happening, and hey, we've been talking about what's going to be happening, and it's happening exactly how we said it was going to happen. So now we're going to go over what's about to happen next year inside of Baby Doge. So, anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. Now, look at what's happening to the prices here. So, we broke down from this little wedge pattern here, and we broke down inside of a bearish pattern, right? Remember, I mentioned there's one of two things that can happen. Either we go up here to the Fibonacci and then we kind of get stopped out right there, or we don't even get that far and we just kind of, break down from here, not even getting out of the wedge pattern and just going down below there. And that's exactly what's happening. We went below the wedge pattern, but now we are inside of that demand zone. So I've been talking about the supply and demand. This whole green area is our demand zone. Notice how once we get inside of this demand zone, we start to have more buying, and now we're going back into that wedge pattern, right? So hopefully there's enough momentum to push us past this and way upwards. So before I even started making this video, it was down 4.3% in the last 24 hours. Now you can see it's already up. So the price is actually increasing very fast, and that's why I was mentioning this as a heavy demand zone. So this is a really good demand zone that we have drawn up right here, and that is because, like I mentioned in the previous video, you can see all the demand that we had back inside the same area when Baby Doge first started popping off once the Binance listing happened. So this is a heavy demand zone. Hopefully this gives us enough momentum to bring us upwards towards the premium price level, or maybe even the Fibonacci retracement at 8C2100. Now, we are trading in between this little wedge pattern here, right? Almost back into that wedge pattern. Hopefully we can go upwards. But if you actually look over here at the momentum wave bands, we are heading up towards the red area of the momentum wave bands, which is typically our resistance area. And remember my last video when I was mentioning, when these momentum wave bands start to squeeze in like this and start to get tighter, that means that we're about to have a breakout to the upside. Definitely watch that video I made yesterday. Like, that is going to open your eyes on a lot of different things when it comes to following these momentum wave bands. You'll see it at the top right of the screen here. But anyways, looking at this, it kind of looks like we're going to have some more momentum upwards. Now, obviously, anything can happen in the market. It could just completely keep dropping after this. Anything can happen. Because look, we thought that we would be able to break out of the wedge pattern here. Couldn't do it. We thought that we could do it again. Couldn't do it, and broke down. And now we're trying to do the same thing again and getting back upwards into a bullish pattern, but there's no promises. But remember, this is just the technicals. Remember the fundamentals for Baby Doge, because with the fundamentals currently, we're inside of a good space, because they said in a couple weeks they're going to be doing the Solana bridge. They're going to be doing the new thing that they got. I don't even know what it's called, the puppy.fun or whatever you want to call it, but it's pretty much going to be like a launchpad type of deal where you can create tokens and then have them directly listed onto Baby Doge Swap. So that's going to be pretty cool as well. And they're going to be creating a new Baby Doge wallet. So we got a lot of different stuff coming out for Baby Doge. So, fundamentally, everything's good, right? Technically, we are seeing some drawbacks here. We're seeing some pullbacks in the prices, but fundamentally, things are looking good. So this is what they said. What are a few of the things cooking up in the next couple of weeks? Like they said, the Baby Doge Solana bridge here, the website where they're going to be building up revenue and using that revenue to buy back and burn Baby Doge tokens, and then their own wallet application with products integrated as well. So this is going to be a lot of stuff coming up inside the near future and within the next 2 weeks. So, any bearish assumption here could automatically be invalidated just based off of what they're pretty much creating right now. So that's going to be pretty good. So we're just going to keep watching out for that. And what I'm seeing right now, if we are not going to continue to pump to get back up here to 8C2100, then the next move that we got to look out for is down here, all the way down to 8C1700, and then eventually furthermore down here to 8Z1500. So that's what we really got to watch out for. And hey, it might not happen, or it might happen. Nobody knows. Either way, if it does drop down to 8Z1700 or 8Z1500, what we do have going on for Baby Doge is the big three things that they're doing in the next couple of weeks: the Baby Doge wallet, the Baby Doge buyback burn mechanism that they're going to be doing with like the whole I want to say quote unquote launchpad, and then they're also going to have the Solana bridge. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be able to push Baby Doge upwards. So we're just going to have to keep watching out for that. I'll keep you all updated. Now, as for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is making its way to the top here of this wedge pattern. So yeah, Bitcoin, I definitely think that we could have a nice pump coming in soon. I mean, the 50 basis point cut made everything just go nuts inside the market. Like all markets just started to increase because of that. But there could be, the drawbacks of it being the end of the year coming up soon. And you got to think about it. When it's at the end of the year, people sell their Bitcoin, people sell their stocks, they sell all their stuff so that they can get those capital gains and they can go ahead and, get their taxes done for the year. They're like, look, this is going to be the year that we're paying taxes on this. And they're going to be like, we're just going to go ahead and sell it and buy it back once it drops going into the new year. And then going into the new year, everything just starts going crazy because people start buying all those assets right back. It happens time and time again. Every single time it happens. We could just kind of pull up Bitcoin and we can see how that happens because it happens a lot. So let's just go ahead and look from 2020 till now, right? So November inside of 2020, you can see prices are really low because they were dropping. And actually, let's go a little bit farther back so then we can really see how things pretty much got to where they were. So let's just go all the way from 2017 till now. So look, you see going into the New Year's back in 2017, everything was high, but then it started to drop. And then, the New Year's comes in, people start buying their assets back, things start to go up. And then as you can see, going into December, it starts to go down again. And then going into the New Year's, things will start to rise. Things kind of pulled back right here. So now we'll kind of pull it in a little bit closer. Goes in, goes up, 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 up. Hits the New Year, kind of pulls back a little bit. And then the New Year has came and money just, prints out of nowhere, right? Same cycle over and over again. In November going down, and then January kind of going up a little bit again inside of this January, right? It goes down and then it goes up a little bit, but then it goes right back down again because that's when the bear market really took in full effect. And then as you can see, around November and December is pretty low. And then going into the New Year's, things just started to revive again. So if it's the same thing happening again, maybe we go down a little bit, but not too much because this one's not going to be as harsh because now we are in a bull run. This is a bull market right now that we're in. Everything's been very bullish. We've just been having sideways trading movement, but it's still a bull market at this point. So maybe, towards the end of the year, you see a little bit of a drop, but not much. And then we just see massive gains going into January. That's a possibility here. That's a possibility. So that's what I'm watching out for right now. And that's obviously going to be pretty good for Baby Doge as well. So we got that going on. And then we also got the, like I was mentioning before with Baby Doge, Baby Doge we just got to wait. Just wait it out. The next 2 weeks is going to be a lot of stuff coming out. So just wait it out. Now, the trading volume has been dropping tremendously. $24.7 million inside of trading volume. That definitely lost a lot of value really quick. Remember how many people were buying in on Baby Doge? Like, just remember the volume that we had. We had insane volume, actually. Like, our volume was like $280 something million. So our volume dropped tremendously. Now the volume was 285, 287, 7ish, somewhere around there. But yeah, about 289 million right there. So yeah, 294 million right there. So let's say the peak of our volume was $294 million. Now we're only at $24 million. But we're still, look at the prices here. Just look at the prices. $294 million in volume, right? Follow along here. $290 million in volume. And we're at 8Z1791, right? On September 17th, we had $294 million at 8Z1791. And now at our current prices of 8Z1912, which is higher than before, we now have $24 million in volume. That means that through all that pumping, a lot of holders actually stuck around and they're not trading. They're just holding their Baby Doge. And now we still have a little bit of trading, but not near as much as there was when the price was lower. So that just comes to show that even though we sold off a little bit, those holders are still there. They're still holding all the coins that they bought. We're just seeing that the volume is dropping because we really haven't dropped that much in price. Yeah, we went all the way up to 8Z 2400, but now we are only a little bit below it now at 8Z 1900. So I mean, we're still inside of good standing here with Baby Doge. So don't feel discouraged. It's still in good standing because you can even see like the holders. Like we're still nearly 7,000 holders up from where we were when we first started the pump. So, we're still doing fairly well inside Baby Doge. Now, the listings are still happening. The ZKE exchange has now listed Baby Doge here. So, you can see the Baby Doge spot has been listed on ZKE exchange. That's pretty good. And then not only that, L Bank had a whole event with Baby Doge, Shiba Inu, Satama. So they had a whole event where Baby Doge was Satama Kingdom. I don't know what that is, but I don't know. A lot of people have lost hope in the whole name of Satama. They kind of ruined the name, even though the name came from Japan. It came from a city in the metropolitan area of Tokyo, so it's not even really you know tied to that one specific coin. This is a whole nother coin, right? It's just the name kind of has a stain on it now. So I don't know. It's hard to trust it with a lot of people. But there was a whole event and a L Bank event there, and they had Shiba Inu, Baby Doge, and Satama Kingdom. Personally, I don't think the Satama Kingdom coin has a big enough following to be side by side with Baby Doge and Shiba Inu. Like I think it should have been Dogecoin side by side with Baby Doge and Shiba Inu, because yeah, the followings on Baby Doge and Shiba Inu are just large. They're huge. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. But yep, as you can see here, they got the stands here, and yeah, they had their whole little event. I don't know where this event was at. Oh, okay, Singapore. Yeah, that's where most crypto stuff happens, Singapore. But yeah, there is that, and not only that, we also have a little bit more stuff going on with Baby Doge, with the price movements and everything. Like the price movements are kind of sideways in a way, but this is good. This is good. Okay, I don't want people to think that this isn't a good thing, that the price is pulling back after we got listed on the Binance. A lot of people are probably discouraged, but this is actually a good thing. This is how slow growth happens. Like a lot of, like, if it just pumps all the way up there to the moon, then that's not sustainable. But this slow moving upwards, the stair step method, as I like to call it, that is actually sustainable. So it's all about sustainability. It's not sustainable to just go from 8Z1 all the way up immediately to 7Z1, because then a pullback could happen, and it's going to probably be a hard pullback, to be completely honest. But yeah, this is good. It's just in the works right now. You just got to be patient with Baby Doge. We already know it moves a little bit slow. You got to be patient. But when it moves fast. That's what we do know. But anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely check out the link in the description for Chart Prime, best automated trading indicators in the game. So go ahead and check that out. Link in the description. Use the discount code PRIME20 for 20% off and try it risk-free 7 days. All that good stuff. Link in the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video.